then I got to the trifle, soggy cake. And that was even more horrible. I couldn't bear to put it in my mouth. I couldn't even put it in my cheeks. I hunched my shoulders and plop, spat some onto my plate.
You know, I wanted to make a parody poster of Battlefield Earth, but I was already beaten a while ago by quite a number of by Entertainment Weekly, who made their own parody poster of it. So let me get this straight. John Travolta, you went through a career slump throughout a majority of the 1980s. Then your career was resurrected in the mid-90s by the mega success movie that was Pulp Fiction. And then for the rest of the mid to late 90s, you were doing back-to-back hits like Broken Arrow, Phenomenon, Face Off, In the Thin Red Line, Primary Colors, and The General's Daughter. So after all those successes, you pretty much did Battlefield Earth. What the hell were you thinking, John Travolta? Just seriously, what the hell went on in your mind? And I begin to ask this question of how Battlefield Earth got made. Because, you know, Battlefield Earth had been in development hell since the 1980s and whatnot when John Travolta was in a career slump as mentioned earlier. Then, of course, 1994's Pulp Fiction pretty much saved his career, and his career was pretty much back on track. And so he decided to finally go to franchise pictures to get the movie made. So, of course, the movie was eventually made by franchise pictures and whatnot. And so, after that, the movie was released in cinemas. And guess what happened? The movie bombed, only making $23 million at the box office against its $75 million budget, and everyone hated it. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Whoop-de-fucking-do. And it's often regarded as one of the worst movies of all time. And believe it or not, I went to watch that movie to see if it was as bad as the legends say it was. And oh my god, this movie is just so bad. Like, for the love of God, how does a movie this bad, this incompetent on so many levels get made? How did anyone at Warner Brothers, yet alone Franchise Pictures, look at this and give it the green light? What the hell were these people thinking? Oh my god. And for a movie that cost $73 million, this movie doesn't even look like it cost $73 million. Doesn't even look like it cost $73 million. It looked like one of those awful made-for-television movies. The CGI effects in this movie and whatever look unbelievably cheap and fake. And this shouldn't be a problem considering this movie came in the year 2000, but I can't forgive the movie for that because this was the point in time in where you had movies with great visual effects like Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the first two Jurassic Park movies, Independence Day, Twister, Starship Troopers, Saving Private Ryan, Armageddon, Star Trek First Contact, The Matrix, and many other movies. Hell, even the 1998 Godzilla movie, The Mummy with Brendan Fraser, The Fifth Element, and The Mummy with Brendan Fraser looked far much better than this. Hold on. The Cyclos in this movie are just essentially bootleg Klingons wearing stilts and whatnot, dressed as if they were from a music video and whatnot. And believe it or not, guess who designed the creature effects for this? It's Patrick Tatopoulos himself. Yes, that Patrick Tatopoulos who designed the creature effects for movies like Independence Day, Dark City, Godzilla 1998, Seven, Stargate, the list goes on. And oh boy, He admits that he hated working on this film. I will talk about that in, should I say, a near video. And don't even get me started on the way the movie is filmed and whatnot. It is filmed with these stupid as hell Dutch angles. Just imagine if my videos were filmed this way. And in the director's excuse, he said he wanted that to be a comic book and whatnot. How is this feeling like a comic book? It just makes it so disorienting and whatnot. This is not stylish editing, this is just incompetent editing. Yeah, let me edit the majority of my videos like this. That's stylish editing, isn't that right? Ugh. The cinematography is also cheap looking and whatnot, and don't even get me started on the color grading. Because the color grading in this movie is just something else. There's a difference between good color grading and then there's bad color grading, which can, give somebody a migraine and whatnot. The first time I pretty much watched this movie, I got a migraine and everything. The director of this film, Roger Christian, cannot direct a movie to save his own life. The screenplay is atrocious and littered with a lot of bad dialogue. The story is even so unoriginal that it's essentially just a blatant plagiarism of The Matrix, Star Trek, Star Wars, Blade Runner, and even Planet of the Apes. And don't even get me started on the names in this movie. You have stupid names such as Turo, Johnny Goodboy Tyler, Kerr, Cyclos, Learning Machines, Man Animals. What the hell is this? These are names that a toddler came up with and whatnot. The performances in this film range from just downright bad to hammy and over the top. John Travolta in this is so hammy and over the top that he might as well just make himself some ham sandwiches and call it a day. And my god, when I look at Forrest Whitaker's acting, Forrest Whitaker doesn't even look like he wants to be here, and Barry Pepper just looks so miserable throughout the movie. In a recent interview, Barry Pepper said he had a miserable time on set, and Forrest Whitaker said that this was the worst decision of his career in forever. And wow, I'm not even gonna talk about the characters in this movie. Each and every one of these characters are so unbelievably stupid that you just wanna tear the hair off your goddamn head. Like seriously, how did these aliens conquer and rule Earth for 1,000 years? These guys are so stupid that Toro literally gives the Barry Pepper his gun, and then Barry Pepper shoots one of his men dead, and Toro doesn't do anything. And on top of that, these aliens are so stupid they literally lock their enemies in a weapons room. Not even Dr. Evil is that stupid in Austin Powers. And he's a parody of James Bond villains, for fuck's sake. Just seriously, how on earth did anyone look at this screenplay and say it was good, it was whatnot? I mean, these aliens are so stupid they can't even conquer a retirement home, yet alone a preschool. Seriously. And on top of that, their planet gets destroyed by a single nuclear bomb. You heard me. Their planet gets destroyed by a single nuclear bomb. I know I don't like complaining about scientific inaccuracies, but you get a big fat fucking F in basic physics. There is no nuclear bomb on this planet. There is no nuclear bomb in history that's been powerful enough to destroy a planet and whatnot. Oh my god, the more I talk about this movie, the more it's just rotting my brain. Oh my god. And the fact that John Travolta called this, it's like Schindler's List of sci-fi movies. It's like Star Wars Episode 4, but better, caused me to burst out laughing. And you wanna know what happened, John Travolta, after this train wreck? It pretty much ruined your career so badly that you pretty much never recovered from it. Yes, I know you did have a few decent films after this, but a few decent films does not automatically make your career any better. And if you're asking me, what are the redeeming qualities for this movie? The only redeeming qualities of this movie I can say is all the unintentional comedy that I had when watching this film. Because I could laugh at how bad this movie was because of the crappy screenplay, the terrible performances, and how incompetently made it is. I mean, it's so incompetently made that John Travolta literally shoots a cow, and you can clearly see the fake cow's leg being pulled by a rope. I'm not kidding on that. And the scene in where he says to a guy, "Do you want lunch?" And also, there was only one good effect in the entire movie, and that was the Cyclodome collapsing. The Cyclodome collapsing. I think that's where most of the movie's budget went, just for that one scene alone, because it's the only time in the entire movie where the effects look good and whatnot. So anyway, Battlefield Earth is easily, without doubt, one of the worst movies of all time. It's terribly directed, it's unintentionally hilarious and whatnot. So if you're wondering how I'm gonna rate this piece of crap, I'm going to give this piece of crap a 2 out of 10. Just fuck this movie, fuck it all the way to Neptune and whatnot. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Shadow Leon 659 signing out.